What's going on, guys? My name is FlameHorizon, your coach of the Minnesota Lichen Rocks, and we are here with playoffs of APA Academy. Shoutouts to being 4-6 and in playoffs, you know. Well, so like I think the top person in the league is either 10-0 or 9-1. He barely lost. So I'm actually doing a team builder this week because I want to go in depth with some stuff. I have the notes pulled up over here as well. I have the notes pulled up over here. So we will start with Hubert. We'll work our way down. Shout out to my friend Martin from like way back in the day. I've been playing Pokemon with this guy for a while. Played Pokemon with him a lot back in the day and kind of strayed away from that group. But shout outs to him for reaching out and helping me build this team. You are a lifesaver. So hopefully this battle goes well. I am recording this before the battle, and the battle will be right after this. So we're going to start off with Tyranitar. And let's see. He has... So, the reason why he put Tyranitar. He said, I originally had a Alolan Raichu on the build, and he said this. I swapped Alolan Raichu because it doesn't really have a great matchup, in my opinion. So I put Tyranitar instead because it plus 2 attack and speed. It destroys everything in sight and wins. I'd set up Veil, if possible. So, you know, I'm bringing Lapras, so we can set up the Veil. And then set up, the Chople Berry will be safe from a CC from Terrakion. CC can kill through Veil if I don't have a Chople Berry. And if the Terrakion is Scarf, I have to get to plus 3 to outspeed. So, judging by that, you will know that we are Dragon Dance. And we have 44 HP, 252 attack, 212 speed. Enough speed at plus 3 to outspeed his whole team, plus 2 to outspeed his whole entire team if he's not Scarfed Terrakion, or he doesn't set up on his own. This hits his whole team. As long as my moves connect, this thing wins. Hopefully Hubert can do stuff this week. If Hubert does stuff, I will be so happy. So we will move on to the next team member. I normally don't like to drag out my team builders too much, but that's the main reason we're bringing T-Tar. T-Tar just kind of sweeps through his whole team if it gets set up. Up next, we have Bernadetta, the Goodra, and I helped with this set. I meant to put Sap Sipper back on it, but it does have Gooey. We are rocking 236 HP, 252 special attack, 20 special defense. Just to live hits fairly well. Dragon Pulse hits everything on my opponent's team fairly hard. Let me pull my opponent's team back up. So as you know, we've played against Matt before. We're playing against his Montreal Milotics. Terrakion, Blastoise, Grimmsnarl, Haxorus, Escavalier, Vikavolt, Avalugg, Charizard, Golurk, Roselia, and Hatterene G-Max. Hatterene G-Max is scary, Charizard is scary. As we know, the bass and the drum, or the Charizard and the drums make the speakers go to war. If you didn't watch our last battle, go watch that. His Charizard kind of swept me. So we have Dragon Pulse, Thunderbolt, Fire Blast, and Sludge Wave. Fire Blast is for the Escavalier, Thunderbolt hits his team fairly well, Dragon Pulse hits his team fairly well. Goodra does really well this matchup. The only thing it doesn't really match up well against is the Haxorus, so we just have to stay safe with that. But my Haxorus switch in, if he doesn't have Poison Jab, which he's probably going to have Poison Jab, is my specialty defense. So it's Dorothea, the Aromatisse, so let's go down to that. With Moonblast, Wish, Protect, Thunderbolt. Wish, Protect, I don't really need Aromatherapy. I don't expect to be statused too much. Thunderbolt's to hit the Blastoise. Moonblast hits the rest of his team fairly hard. Minus the Escavalier, but I'm not going to stay in on Escavalier. This thing, I believe, can take a plus 2 Water Pulse from Blastoise, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to double-check that calc. If I'm wrong, you will see it later, probably, because I really expect Shell Smash Blastoise this week. 252 HP, 124 defense with a Bolt Nature, 12 special attack, 4 speed, 116 def. This is just my cleric to pass wishes on. I can't let this thing die too early. I normally let this thing die early. I can't let it die too early. Up next, we are going to have Rhea, the Gigantamax Lapras, Freeze Dry, Sparkling Aria, Whirlpool, Perish Song. Sparkling Aria is there in case he wants to set up a sub in my face. Which now that's what he did with Charizard. He can't do that this week. Freeze Dry hits his team very well. I can Perish Trap people. So that's the main reason this is here. This thing, I believe, Perish Traps the Escavalier. This thing Perish Traps the Avalugg. If I can Perish Trap the Avalugg, whew, oh, that'd be so good. If I can Perish Trap the Avalugg if he brings it. The other thing I wouldn't mind Perish Trapping is the Roselia. Roselia can hit me pretty hard, but if I can Perish Trap it, we won't have to worry about it. Up next, we do have Edelgard, which matches up really well against his team. 252 HP, 84 attack, 76 defense, 92 speed, and 4 speed F. By the way, Rhea and Edelgard both have enough speed to outspeed a max speed Jolly Vikavolt if he doesn't have any speed, or if he's not scarfed or not plus 2 with agility. They both hit 99 speed. Bulk up, Ironhead, Body Pressed, and Roost. This thing, if I can set up a bulk up, kind of tears through his team once his Vikavolt's gone. Even when his Vikavolt's there, this thing kind of tears through his team at +1. And up last, we have Ferdinand, Solar Beam, Lava Plume, Rapid Spin, Stealth Rock with the leftovers. This thing can eat a hit, I believe, from Terrakion. Let me scroll to him. This thing, I believe, can eat a hit from Terrakion and fire off a Solar Beam. This thing, once the sun is up, can eat a +2 Water Pulse, I believe. Crossing my fingers. I'd have to double check that. And the Solar Beam will take out the Blastoise. This thing also matches up fairly well against the Avalugg. It matches up fairly well against the Grimmsnarl. I can, fire off the Lava Plumes, try to get the burn chances. It does really well against the Escavalier. This is pretty much my Escavalier switch in. Drill Run doesn't do crap to me. So that's the team that we're bringing. Let's do this. We're going to win, and I'm going to make people proud. We are here at the battle. Let's see what my opponent brought. He didn't bring the Charizard. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. He didn't bring the Charizard, but he did bring the Hatterene G. The what's the hair thing called? I forgot its name. Grimmsnarl. The Blastoise. I'll have to scout if the Terrakion is scarfed. Otherwise, so I lead. I don't think I lead. I know I lead Torkoal. I'm gonna lead Torkoal. He's probably gonna expect me to either lead that or Hubert, so he'll probably lead Blastoise maybe or Terrakion. If he leads Terrakion, that would suck. But we'll see what happens. So let's see, Terrakion. I do live a Stone Edge if he leads Terrakion, but Solar Beam doesn't kill, so it wouldn't be worth it to stay in on Terrakion. I'm so nervous. Not enough to where I can't play and I'm not gonna think straight. But my heart's pounding. This is playoffs, baby. This is it. It's win or die. Who's he gonna lead with? Vikavolt. Okay. He's probably gonna Volt Switch. Vikavolt. You can do whatever you want. Volt Switch does about 60%. There's gonna be a little bit of latency because we're on a pretty popular server, so I'm gonna tell him that. But I think he probably knows. There will probs be latency. So we've seen Volt Switch. That was to be expected. This thing didn't really do much other than setting up rocks in this game. It kind of can beat Roselia, so this is I'm going to have to preserve this for Roselia later. But we'll see. Who's he going to go into? Come on, Terrakion. Okay, yep. I think I just sacked this. I'm gonna click Solar Beam. I think I just sacked this. Because I don't want him to set up Swords Dance. So I think I just sack. Let's see, level 50. Do I have anything? Corviknight? Corviknight can't really switch into a close combat, or really a Stone Edge even. I'm just gonna sack. I don't really have a switch into this too well. So in case he wants to set up a Swords Dance, which he might do, or even a substitute, I'm just going to click SD. And hope for the best. Because that's all I can do here. Rock Blast, okay. Only 2 hits, 2 hits, 2 hits. Come on. Yes, okay, Solar Beam's coming off, Solar Beam's coming off. Oh, he's Life Orb, okay. So we've seen Rock Blast. And this baby is Life Orb. That did enough. That's more than good. That's more than good. So we've seen Rock Blast from this boy. Which is kind of a shock. So Rock Blast, 2 hits, can only do about 30% to Corviknight. I think I'm going to go out into Corviknight here. And save this as fodder for later. Yeah, I'm going out into Corviknight. Gonna go out into Corviknight and click Roost. Yes, I am preserving the 30 HP Torkoal. It's sack fodder for later, and it can come in pretty free on Roselia. Close combat, of course. That did a lot more than I hoped. I should have just sacked. I should have just sacked. That was a misplay. Probably gonna go for it again. Let me go into Dorothea. Let me double check that. Yeah, nothing he really does can hurt Dorothea. I should have went into that instead. Corviknight, I'm sorry. You do so much this game. I just have to be able... So actually, Corviknight, I can bring in on Roselia and then click Roost. Close combat, this isn't going to do much. Yep. Okay. So I'm just going to click Wish. Just going to click Wish. This thing dies to rocks, I think, next. Or no. It doesn't die to rocks. But pretty much anything. Life Orb into rocks. So if he tries to go for another move here, I'm just going to click Wish. Just got to click Wish. That's all I can do. Okay, come on. We gotta win this. Rock Blast. 2 hits. 2 hits. 2 hits. 3? Come on, no more than 3. Okay. I gotta protect this next turn. I gotta protect. I can't let this thing beat me. I can't let this thing beat me down. He can't switch out, so all he's gotta do is stay in. All he's gotta do is stay in. He might save it for sack fodder, but I gotta protect. I gotta protect. Surprised we haven't seen a steel move. Surprised we didn't see a steel move. Because this thing, I think it's Iron Head, so I'm surprised we didn't see that. Gotta drink my gamer juice. Gotta get the caffeine flowing. Come on, we gotta win this. Once this Terrakion's gone, I just set up to +2 with, actually I think I just set up to +1 with Tyranitar and win. Behind Veil. And this Terrakion's basically gone now. He can't... Okay, yep. I get my health back. And he went for the Swords Dance. Of course. I should have just killed there. I knew Swords Dance was coming this week, too. So he's at +2. If he has Earthquake, he probably KOs here. I'm at 170. Earthquake could KO. Rock Blast if he hits twice, if he hits 3 times. If he hits 3 times, Rock Blast kills. I have to go for the double, or I gotta sack. I gotta sack Torkoal. I gotta sack Torkoal. Torkoal for Terrakion, I'm totally okay with that. Terrakion kills Torkoal. I'm totally okay with Terrakion for Torkoal. Terrakion dies to Life Orb. I'm totally okay with Terrakion for Torkoal. Like, there's no reason not to be. I'm totally okay with that. I believe Torkoal gets that kill too, so let's... That's okay. That's okay. We go into Goodra. We go into Goodra. Goodra matches up really well against his whole team. Yeah, he doesn't have, The only thing Gudra doesn't really match up too well against is the Grimmsnarl, and even then, Grimmsnarl can't do too much to Gudra. So we just go into Gudra and hope for the best. That was such a threat. I'm so glad it's gone. I'm so glad it's gone. Tyranitar is gonna come in at some point. Tyranitar's got to set up on the Roselia. He goes into Vikavolt. Okay. I think I outspeed this. I think I might have EV'd myself to outspeed this. I outspeed it. Okay. Fire Blast in the sun. KOs. Let's just click Fire Blast. Nothing really wants to take a sun-boosted Fire Blast. Excuse me. I'm at 100% health. Fire Blast. We miss! That sucks. Alright, what's he gonna bring in? That would have been so good! That would have been so good! I'm so angry. I'm so angry. That would have killed. That would have 1,000,000% killed. Goes out into Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl. I don't think he's dual screens, but we'll click that set. He's got leftovers. Okay. Good to know. Spirit Break can KO here. What takes a Spirit Break? Does Edelgard take a Spirit Break from its current HP? It's at 83. Yeah, Edelgard takes a Spirit Break. Does it also take a Darkest Lariat? It also does barely eat a Darkest Lariat. So let's go into Edelgard. Edelgard freely comes in on this thing. Even from that health range. And I outspeed it. Maybe. Unless he's running enough speed to outspeed me, I'll outspeed Edelgard. If he's no speed... Okay, Play Rough. I eat that. I eat that. I eat that. So he's seen Play Rough. I outspeed. Good. Good. We outspeed. I can click Roost. I can freely click Roost. I don't care if you para me. Go ahead and paralyze me, boy. Go ahead and paralyze me. I'm gonna get my Roost off. You can even... I don't even think you get Will-O-Wisp. He might taunt me here. If he taunts, that would suck. Prankster taunt would... Yeah. But I don't expect him to taunt. I don't expect him to stay in. He'll probably go out into Hatterene. Maybe. Or Vikavolt. Vikavolt would be a good switch in here. Okay, I get my Roost off. What's he gonna go for? What you gonna go for, buddy? Thunder Punch. Okay, I don't have my flying type. So you've seen Thunder Punch, and that did a lot. So this thing's definitely a max attack. This thing's definitely max attack. Thunder Punch only does 50%, so I can eat another one, but I'm gonna go for Bulk Up. So at +1/+1, I eat this fairly well. At +1/+1, I do eat this. I don't think he has Taunt, or he would have went for it. If he had Taunt, he would have went for it. So I don't think he has Taunt. He goes for Bulk Up himself. Smart. Smart. I wonder who will win this war. We know that Corviknight didn't win last week. And now I'm at... How much HP am I at? 139. He's at full health. So Ironhead does not KO right now. I do have to go for another Bulk Up. Okay. So now I'm at +2/+2. I should be able to eat this hit. Thunder Punch. Gonna do, like, nothing. Okay. Ironhead kills. Unless he's max HP, which I don't think he would be. Ironhead still has a chance to kill. So we're gonna go for it just to try to take this thing out. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Bring it home, Edelgard. Bring it home, Edelgard. He's withdrawing. Okay. Should have roosted. Vikavolt. Okay. Ironhead's still going to do a chunk to this. And unless he has speed, I outspeed this. I actually think I outspeed this even if it is max speed. Vikavolt. Level 50. Yeah, that did about what it was supposed to. I can't stay in on this. Dorothea can come in pretty free. And by pretty free, I mean from a Volt Switch. How much is this thing going to take? It's going to take about 50%. Actually, no, Bernadetta's my switch into this. What am I talking about? Oh yeah, Bernadetta comes in on this thing 100% of the time. Hundo. Hundo. Roost. So we know he's not choiced. I'm just going to click Fire Blast again. Come on, don't disconnect us. Don't disconnect us. This has been going so well. Please don't. Okay. I'm just going to go for the Fire Blast again. He'll probably just hard switch. Nope, Fire Blast is going to come off. Didn't KO, but it got close. He went for the Volt Switch. That's okay. This thing's heavy-duty boots, too. It didn't take rocks damage. Good to know, good to know. I'm so glad that Fire Blast connected, too. I'm so glad that Fire Blast connected. So we know he's not choiced. We know he's heavy-duty boots. So what's he going to bring in? What's he going to bring in? He didn't bring Haxorus, which is the main thing that could stop this, other than Grimmsnarl. And Grimmsnarl, I think I outspeed. Looking at the way things were looking. If Corviknight outsped Grimmsnarl, then so will Goodra. So he can't go into Grimmsnarl here, because I just click Sludge Wave. Goes out into Blastoise. Blastoise is the only thing that can really do damage to me. If he's the Shell Smash set, Thunderbolt does a chunk. Thunderbolt does a big chunk. So let's see what Blastoise is going to go for. And he's not heavy-duty boots. I didn't see leftovers. I don't know what item he has. He's probably Shell Smash. He's probably Shell Smash. White Herb Shell Smash. Yep. I knew that was coming this time. I knew that was coming this time. I knew it was coming this time. And he's probably White Herb. So none. Thunderbolt is probably not going to KO. But a +2 Ice Beam does nothing. +2 Ice Beam does nothing, my friend. Oh, +2 Earthquake. That still doesn't do much. Yeah, I lived. I don't care. I lived. Yes. Goodra kills Blastoise with Thunderbolt. That's his two biggest threats gone. His two biggest threats are gone. I'm so glad. I'm so glad that Blastoise just is gone. I think the only thing I can really win here is Hatterene. And Grimmsnarl if I let it set up too much. He can't go into Grimmsnarl here because I outspeed. I know that I outspeed. And Sludge Wave would KO. So the only thing he can go out here is to the Hat. Hatterene. Yep, Hatterene. He's got no item. Well, he's got a Pokeball, but basically no item. Sludge Wave would only do about 70%. I do have to preserve this. So let me go out into Rhea and Perish Trap this thing. Hatterene versus Lapras. His Dazzling Gleam is actually going to do about 40% here. Trick Room. Yep, saw that coming. So Trick Room is up. That is okay. I want a Gigantamax. I'm calling his Gigantamax. I'm gonna Gigantamax Freeze Dry. Right here, right now. Get off my screens. I really hope that he left the... Yep, he left the dive ball on. Okay. Gonna get off my screens. He'll probably Dynamax 2 here. If he Dynamaxed 2, he would have outsped because of Trick Room. So he's not being Dynamaxed. I, however, am. And I'm at 442 health. Calm Mind. Yep. Yep, saw that coming. So he's at +1/+1. I just gotta get up my screens. So now I have Aurora Veil up. That did about what it was supposed to. So I think he's max HP, max special attack. Whew, Martin, I'm gonna have to come to you for more team building. Oh my gosh. We'll go for the Max Geyser off of Sparkling Aria. Fire that off. Oh my gosh. I think we're going to win. I think we have a really good chance of winning. Like, we have a really freaking good chance of winning. So he's in Calm Mind as well. I don't think he has Energy Ball. I think he's Dual Stab. Psychic and Dazzling Gleam. Calm Mind again, so now he's +2/+2. But I think Max Geyser into a Rain boosted Max Geyser at +3 will pick up the KO. Yep. 2 Max Geysers will pick up the KO here. Because the Rain is going to come up now. And a Rain boosted Max Geyser should KO. And if this Hatterene is gone, he's probably going to G-Max here. He's probably going to G-Max here. He has no reason not to. So that means this next Max Geyser won't KO, but Trick Room will be just about to end. So there's the G-Max. So he will do about 40% here, which actually isn't as much as I thought. And then I'm going to Undynamax and probably die the next turn. But that's okay. So he's only +2/+2 though, so he's not going to do too much. G-Max Smite. It's only going to do about 30%. Yep. Okay. Oh, I'm confused. That's what that move does. Crap. Come on, break through, break through, break through, break through. Yes, okay. So this might KO, probably not. Nope. So now I'm un-G-Maxed. I'm going to Whirlpool, and then that should KO. Or maybe not. I'll click it, and we'll see what happens. Because I don't have a switch into this. I can take another G-Max Smite, hit me up. I barely lived that. Come on, just don't hit yourself. We're good? Whirlpool. I think the Whirlpool damage should take it out. Yes! Lapras G killed Hatterene G with Whirlpool passive damage. Okay. 3 of his threats are gone. Lapras did what I needed it to. Hatterene G's out of here. Okay, okay. If he goes into Grimmsnarl here, we'll click Sparkling Aria, Grimmsnarl. just in case he's dual screens, I'll just click it. He's not going to max Sparkling Araya. We'll do about 50%. For all I know, he's sub, so this might actually be like the best play. So he could try to set up a sub here, could try to set up a bulk up here. I'm just going to click Sparkling Araya. Bulk up. Okay. So now he's +1/+1. He's just trying to get some damage off. Come on, just don't hit yourself. Just don't hit yourself. Didn't hit myself once. That was good damage. Good damage. Good damage. He's probably Drain Punch. I haven't seen really any other move. So he might get like a little bit of health back here. So my Veil is gone. Don't disconnect us. This is such a good... Okay. Such a good battle. Such a good battle. I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun. Probably because everything's going my way this time. Okay, come on. He's either going to kill me, or he's going to... he's either going to kill me or try to heal in some way. He might go for rest. If he has rest, I mean, go for it. I'd prefer him to kill me. But if he has rest, then he doesn't really do much after that. So Roselia has not touched the field. All he has left is Grimmsnarl, Roselia, and Vikavolt. We can do this. We got this. Tyranitar doesn't even have to touch the field. Tyranitar doesn't even have to touch the field. Sucker Punch. That kills. Yep. Yep. Okay. Grimmsnarl kills Lapras G with Sucker Punch. That actually sucks, because I don't think Goodra can come in now. Yeah, Goodra can't come in. Can Edelgard kill from the range he's at? See, Corviknight, if he's max HP... Corviknight should be able to pick up the KO here. Corviknight should be able to pick up the KO here. Yep. Corviknight will KO. Corviknight will KO. That's all that matters. I can live a Sucker Punch. I'm pretty darn sure. Yep, I can live a Sucker Punch. Iron Head should KO. So Grimmsnarl's 1-0. Lapras is 1-1. I think Grimmsnarl is going to be 1-1 here. Yep, Grimmsnarl's 1-1. Corviknight's now 1-0. Lapras is 1-1. So just a lot of like one-mon KOs here. He's going to bring in... probably going to bring in Vikavolt here. It's the only thing he can bring in. And Vikavolt doesn't really touch... Corviknight kills Grimmsnarl with Iron Head. Okay. We're going to bring in Hubert, finally, after all this time. Vikavolt showdown usage against Hubert in the sand. Nothing he really does can touch Hubert. He can even go like Thunderbolt into Bug Buzz. Hubert's on the field, and Hubert should pick up these last two KOs. I can take 2 Bug Buzzes, so if he wanted to just click... He went for Roost. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to click D-Dance. I have no reason not to click a D-Dance. Yeah, no reason not to. Alright, Edelgard's right-hand man. Let's do this. Let's do this, Tyranitar. I set up my dance. I can live this Bug-type move. I just need Stone Edge to connect. Yep, I can live that easy. That did way more than expected. Bug Buzz. I knew he had it. I just have to land the Stone Edge. Actually, Crunch KOs. Crunch KOs. I don't have to risk the Stone Edge. Crunch KOs. It should, at least. He lived with a sliver. That sucks. Vikavolt kills Terrakion. I didn't want to risk the Stone Edge. With Bug Buzz, Vikavolt dies to Sandstorm passive damage. And now I go out into Edelgard and win. Because Roselia is going to hit the field. Tyranitar went 1-1. Vikavolt went 1-1. Whew. Aromatisse probably gonna go 0-0. Corviknight. Corviknight, you just gotta click buttons. Roselia can't really freaking touch me. Even if he wanted to go for Leech Seed. I'm just gonna click Roost just to be safe. I'm just doing it to be safe. Because I don't want him like Leech Seeding me and doing a whole bunch of crap. Stun Spore. Okay. Corviknight kills Roselia. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen, so I'm typing it preemptively. Gonna click Iron Head. Stun Spore. That one hits. So now we're paralyzed. He will definitely outspeed me. I don't need to worry about that. Sandstorm damage stops, which sucks. I'm just going to go for another Iron Head. He just has to hope for a lot of para hacks. That's what I have to hope not to happen. No para hacks. No para hacks. Giga Drain, yeah, that does nothing. It all, legitimately, if we go back to the beginning of this game, what won me the game was that Rock Blast from Terrakion only hit twice. Oh, that was such a good game. That was such a good game. GG's, Matt. We move on. We're still in playoffs. We're still in playoffs. Oh my gosh. That was such a good game. That was such a good game. GG's to Matt. Go check him out down below. Be back here next week for round 2 of playoffs, where I think playing against the number 1 seed. I will see you all in the next video. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe if you are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, and God bless.